Hello. Right. I've been putting off doing this because I was really hopeful that we would get a resolution. And also, I'm not sure that people will understand fully, but we don't have a resolution. And I'm getting a bit desperate. So, for context, we went on holiday to Walt Disney World in Florida in August. We were there from the middle of August until the end of August 2022. It was a trip of a lifetime. We saved like mad for it. The trip cost, in all, almost £20,000. We decided, myself and my partner, that we would do that instead of getting married. So we spent all of our savings on a trip to Disney. We took our kids. We took his daughter, Holly, who is 14, and we took my son, Theo, who is 17. Theo is also autistic. We had the best time. It was incredible. We stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge. The hotel was magnificent. The whole trip was just brilliant. We had the most incredible time. And it genuinely was like a lifetime of memories. On day 10 of our holiday, it upsets me to talk about it, and I just hope that you'll be patient with me. Anyway, I'm on day 10 of our holiday. Our room was cleaned. We were in the parks. The bed was stripped. The towels were taken, housekeeping. And I used to work in housekeeping, so I know how that works. You get in, you get it done, you get out. When we got back to our room in the evening, the first thing that Theo did was go to his bed and look for his mummy monkey. So he has 2 teddies that he has had since he was very young. This is Daddy Monkey. Daddy Monkey was bought in case we ever lost Mummy Monkey. We've had Mummy Monkey since Theo was a baby. Mummy Monkey looks a lot like Daddy Monkey, but one ear is stretched and long because he rubs Mummy Monkey's ear. Mummy Monkey's also got a wobbly head that's been stitched back on 3 or 4 times, and a wobbly arm that has been stitched back on 3 or 4 times. Mummy Monkey has been mended by me, by Theo's grandmother, who is no longer with us, and Mummy Monkey is Theo's most precious possession in the entire world. He went to the bed to get Mummy Monkey out to sit and have a bit of regulation time, and Mummy Monkey was gone from the bed. It's about 11 o'clock at night on day 10 of our holiday. He was absolutely distraught. We turned the room upside down looking for the monkey. She wasn't there. We also realised that his dental retainer, which had been soaking in a pot in the bathroom, was gone, had clearly been thrown in the bin by housekeeping, and a charger had been pulled out of the wall and was broken. So it was clear that housekeeping had been in a hurry when they cleared our room. Mummy Monkey had been in the bed when we left the room. And it's clear that what happened was, when the bed was stripped, Mummy Monkey was bundled up with the bedding and taken by housekeeping to the laundry. I called the front desk straight away and I explained what had happened, and they told me they would get someone from housekeeping to call me first thing in the morning. 8 o'clock the following morning, after a very difficult night when Theo basically sobbed all night, housekeeping called me and told me they would send me an email with details of lost and found. They told me that it does happen, and not to worry. They offered me $50 to go and buy a placeholder friend for Theo to keep him company whilst his friend was being looked for. I was really reassured. I thought, this is going to be all right. This can be okay. So we filled in the lost and found report, and every day for the remainder of our holiday, we went to the front desk to check whether anything had come back through lost and found, and nothing did. Theo was becoming increasingly distressed. On the day we came to leave, he actually refused to leave the hotel. He begged me to go to the laundry centre where everything was, where all the laundry was processed. Obviously I couldn't. And I pretty much had to bribe him to get in the taxi and to get on the aeroplane. He cried all the way home. And he has cried every single day since we got back. We got like a series of automated emails from Disney saying we're still looking for your item. When we lodged the lost and found report, they said it could take up to 2 weeks. Last weekend, I got an email saying that they hadn't been able to find it and that the case was closed. And since then, I've been trying to speak to a human being at Disney. I've sent emails to guest services, to the textile services department, to the chief exec. I've reached out on Instagram. I've tweeted. The guest services email I sent last Monday, I got a "we're dealing with your inquiry, we'll come back to you" response. I called the international free phone number. I was on hold for over an hour. When I finally got through, they told me there was nothing they could do. They gave me a phone number to call, which basically pulled me back through to guest services. It's an international call. It's £3 something a minute. No, it's not. It's more than that. Theo worked it out that if I'd been on hold for an hour, I rang that number and it said that the wait for calls currently is up to an hour. We worked it out, it would have been a £200 phone call. Theo has offered to pay from his own savings if it means he gets his monkey back. I have no idea what to do. He is so vulnerable. And he asks me multiple times a day, every day, if I've had an email, what can we do? Who shall we ring? He's asked me to ring the... It's not even funny, but he's asked me to ring the embassy. Maybe the embassy can help us. It's absolutely heartbreaking. And he said to me yesterday, I know this sounds so ungrateful, but I wish we'd never gone. I wish we'd never gone on that holiday. And honestly, I don't disagree with him. And I think maybe if you're not someone for whom objects have really sincere attachments, this will seem really silly. But he has had this monkey as his main regulation tool. This is the other one that looks a lot like her. But Mummy Monkey has been his main regulation tool since before he could even walk. She is his most precious thing. He even said to me, I wanted to take her to the parks with me, but I knew that if I lost her in the parks, that would be horrific. So that's why I left her in the room. And he keeps saying, it's their fault, they've got to find her, they've got to do something. I've even Googled videos of what the laundry services are like at Disney, and I've seen videos. I think she's gone. He watched the video with me, and he sat beside me and sobbed and said, there's no way she'll survive if she goes through that machine. And he's not stupid. He knows that she's a toy. But I don't think you can underestimate the power of having something that helps you regulate when you're autistic. And having that taken from you is just... I have no words to console him. And I don't know what to do. It's been like a month. He said to me this morning, we were talking about something, and he said to me this morning, I'm just really so tired, Mum. I'm really struggling because I'm finding it so difficult to sleep without Mummy Monkey. So I wasn't going to talk about it because I realised that it's such a, it reads as such a privileged, spoilt thing to be complaining about. But I just don't know. This is Daddy Monkey, and Mummy Monkey looks a lot like her. So the hotel is Animal Kingdom Lodge Jambo House in Orlando. I mean, if anyone has any suggestion beyond the stuff I've already tried, literally emailed the CEO. What kind of a nutcase must you think I am? Adding people on LinkedIn because I can see that they work in Disney Textile Services. They're not accepting my requests, it has to be said. But... and we've looked, so it's made by Nikki, and when we bought Daddy Monkey, it was in case Mummy Monkey ever got lost. But of course, Daddy Monkey became a member of the family too. So we travel with Daddy Monkey and Mummy Monkey. We did have a baby monkey who was lost when Theo was about 6. It was awful. That might even have been when we bought Daddy Monkey. But basically, I've looked. It would not be the same. She's irreplaceable. I have looked with Theo to see if we can get another monkey. The point is, he has another monkey. He has Daddy Monkey. It's not the same. But they have also changed the fabric since we got Mummy Monkey. So even a replacement wouldn't do. It is like the worst thing that could ever have happened. Short of one of us falling out of a roller coaster and dying, it's my worst nightmare. So if anyone's got any contacts at Disney, if anyone knows anyone who works in Disneyland Orlando, or if anyone knows anyone that's staying in Animal Kingdom Lodge at the moment who could go and speak to the front desk for me because I can't get through. I got a telephone number to call up. I spoke to a person, they wouldn't put me through to the front desk. They said everything had to go through guest services. The cynic in me thinks this happens a lot, and that the thing of it can take up to 2 weeks is to give you time to come home, and that they don't look hard enough. Feel like I did everything I could. But I'm worried about him. I'm really worried about him. I'm not really sure how to support him with it because there isn't really an answer. And I've been given a number for like a claims team. so that they will like talk to their insurers and get someone involved, and there'll be like, I don't know, an agreement of I don't know how it even works. But like, what they're going to do, send us a voucher for 30 quid to buy a new toy. Like, she's completely priceless and irreplaceable, and it has ruined our whole trip. And I know this sounds really, really dramatic, but I think it's probably ruined Theo's life. That's an awful thing to say, I know, but it just... He's trying so hard, but he's finding it so difficult. And he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand how anyone could not be careful with her, because she's the most important thing to him ever. Apart from his dog, maybe. Anyway, if anyone has any connections, I would really appreciate some help, because I'm struggling and I don't really know what I'm going to do. I really need someone to go to the textile services building in Orlando and like barge in and speak to someone and say, you need to find this. You need to find the other one of these. There's an autistic kid in England who is breaking his heart because you've lost his favourite family member. And she almost certainly arrived in this building. So yeah. Thanks for listening. I feel a bit better for getting off my chest, and I feel silly for being upset about it, but I hope, well, I don't even care. I'm past being ashamed about it, because I just want to find a solution for Theo. Right, I'll see you later. Bye.